What's going on, squad? My name is KIRST Martell and I'm the ladies' online fitness coach. Today, we are talking about lower back pain and some of the causes for lower back pain. And not only are we talking about some of the causes, I'm also gonna give you some methods to help relieve that lower back pain. So my name is Coach KIRST, not Dr. KIRST. So I'm gonna repeat this one more time for the people in the back. If you are experiencing lower back pain, yes, these are some good methods that you can try, but it is so important that you put your health first. And if the pain continues, you go and see a professional. Repping the peach always. Last thing is I run a free fitness community with 5.3 thousand boss babes. If you're not one of those 5.3 thousand boss babes, what the fuck are you doing with your life? It's free and I would love to have you in the community. The link is pinned in the comments. See you in there. There's a few questions, you answer them, we become best friends, and we all live happily ever after. So we're gonna talk about 3 reasons why you might be experiencing lower back pain. Reason number 1 is tight hip flexors. So tight hip flexors can come from sitting at a desk all day, jogging, biking, that one's fucking hard. So tight hip flexors can cause an anterior pelvic tilt, which can cause a lot of strain on our hip flexors. So I'm gonna give you guys a tip on how to loosen up those hip flexors. So I'm starting with foam rolling the hip flexors. Full transparency, I do not love these flat foam rollers. They are good if you're just beginning to foam roll. Mine has little ridges in it, but we are at the gym, Iron Energy, and I did not bring mine today, okay? I have my right knee up, and I'm just gonna get into those hip flexors. With foam rolling, you're actually searching for the areas that are tight. So if, see that? You can do some flossing side to side. You just wanna break up that muscle tissue. So we're gonna spend a good 30, 40, 50, 60 seconds just rolling out these hip flexors, focusing in, dialing in on those areas that seem like they need a little bit of extra love. All right, guys, so now that I've foam rolled out my left hip flexors, I'm going to lean back and have the foam roller just above my glutes. And I'm gonna bring that right knee to my chest. My toes are pointing up, and you guys are gonna feel a nice, as I fall off, there's a weird freaking middle part. See that, how it goes down? So I'm trying to rest on the high part. My right knee is coming into my chest. Toes are pointed up, and you guys are gonna feel, it's amazing. A nice, deep stretch in those hip flexors, and then of course after you would repeat on the other side. Next reason why you might be experiencing lower back pain is that it could stem from tight hamstrings. So tight hamstrings can cause a lot of stress on our lower back. So I'm gonna show you a little foam roll for the hamstrings, and then we're also gonna do a little hamstring stretch. For the hamstring foam roll, I would be using my more rigid foam roller just so it gets deeper into the muscles, but I'm gonna use this guy for today. So I'm stepping up with my right foot, and I'm really, again, just trying to find parts of my hamstring that feel, right there. And you'll get that like, feeling. And then we're just gonna focus and show it love. And we wanna make sure we don't go right directly under the knee. We're just above and we roll. You, of course, would spend about 30, 60, honestly, even 2 minutes foam rolling out the left, foam rolling out the right, and then we're coming into a seated hamstring stretch. So shoulders are down and back. I don't want you internally rotating those shoulders. And I want you to crawl yourself down until you feel tension, not pain, in those hamstrings. So if you can reach your shins, awesome, that's where you're at. Practice this every day, and eventually you'll be able to come to those toes. You're gonna feel a nice deep stretch, and we wanna hold here for a minimum of 15 seconds to a maximum of 30 to 60 seconds. The last reason we're gonna talk about for lower back pain can stem from your glutes. So a couple reasons. It could be tight glutes, it could be overtrained glutes. So not only do you wanna focus on foam rolling and stretching, but you wanna focus on progressive overload on those glutes. So I'm just bringing my left foot underneath that right knee, hopping onto my foam roller, and finding the parts in my glutes that, my glutes are tight, that are a little tight. Another really good way, if you need to focus on strengthening your glutes, would be to practice glute isolated exercises in the evening before you go to bed. Set it as part of your routine. Also gonna wanna focus on the piriformis. So the piriformis lies under the glute max, deep, deep, deep in your booty. It's like everyone needs to laugh, please. It's okay. So right underneath that glute max, so I'm just gonna focus. Roll, 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 gently down the street. Woo. And we're just gonna move into a super basic glute stretch. So from my back, I'm bringing that left foot underneath that right knee. I'm coming up and I'm pulling underneath the hamstring. If I push out on that left knee, I'm gonna feel a deeper stretch in the glutes. Oh baby, it fucking hurts so good. Foam roll, stretch, foam roll, stretch. Now I'm gonna give you a few extra tips to relieve lower back pain, a few extra movements that you can add to your nightly routine that you're gonna do every single evening if you're experiencing lower back pain. Hip circles are gonna help increase your range of motion and flexibility at the hips, allow blood to flow, and can then help relieve back tension. Hip circles. You can also focus on stabilizing, engaging the core while doing these hip circles. So my core is tight. Gonna help increase that flexibility. And I look pretty fucking good while doing it too. All right guys, so the last little tip I'm gonna give you guys is cat and cow. So this is gonna help increase the flexibility of our spine. So most of you are gonna know this movement. Something that I had to do for a very long time, day in and day out. So we're coming up, nice little arch. And down, look it all the way up. So this is providing a nice stretch for your hips, for your abdominal muscles. Make sure you take the movement slowly, it's not nice and slow. All right, ladies, that's it. That's all. I hope if you're experiencing any lower back pain that these tips and tricks help you. Again, reminding you to join my free Facebook community where there's over 5,000 boss babes and it's completely free. Peace, love, and protein. I'll see you next week.